Retirement, and the question that might be on the top of the list, how long will my money last? Will my CPP, my old age security, or my work pension, will that impact how much I'll need to take from my investments? Fortunately, we have a simple calculator that can help answer these questions. And the ultimate one, how long will my money last? Jeff Stashuk here, investor specialist at Steadyhand. Before we dive into the calculator, let's break down how we go about determining how long someone's money will last them in retirement. It starts with a bit of a nasty word to some, budget. But if we know how much we spend today, we can reasonably forecast how much we're going to spend in retirement. Some expenses like kids, the mortgage, adding to your investments and CPP, they're here today, but gone in retirement. And when we're in retirement, maybe we spend a bit more on entertainment and travel and possibly some higher healthcare costs as well. Next step is to figure out where is our income going to come from in retirement. If you have a pension through work, time to dust off that annual pension statement and see how much you're going to get each month at age 60 or 65. Jump onto your My Service Canada site to get a good estimate about what your CPP will look like. And if you're just looking for an approximate amount on CPP and old age security, we recently did a video on how much money will I get from CPP and OAS and how to use the calculators that I use in that video. Check out the link below if you're interested. After you know how much you're going to get from CPP, OAS, and if you have a work pension plan, the rest of your income to cover your lifestyle in retirement, that's going to come from your investments. Hold up. We need to factor in one more important thing, and that's inflation. Your expenses today will likely cost more in the future due to the rising cost of living. Luckily, CPP, old age security, and most work pension plans, they'll increase as well. The way you protect your investments from inflation is to invest. Just for example, say you use a 2% rate of return for inflation every year. If your investments don't grow by more than 2% every year, you might not be able to afford the same lifestyle that you're accustomed to today in retirement. So keep that in mind. Now that we know how to find out how much we're going to spend in retirement and where our income is going to come from, let's start plugging things into our how long will the money last calculator. Let's say we expect our annual expenses in retirement to be $70,000 per year. Luckily, CPP, old age security, and our work pension plan, that's going to make up $50,000 of that 70. So the other 20,000, you guessed it, is got to come from our investments. For simplicity's sake, I'm not including taxes into this calculation either. I just really want to showcase how we use this calculator to kind of start the process. So we did a good job of saving during our working years, and our last contributions got our portfolio up to $500,000 when we retired. Okay, so now we're in the calculator here. So remember, our starting portfolio balance was $500,000 per year, and we need $70,000 of income. Well, luckily, CPP, old age security, and our work pension, it's going to do a lot of heavy lifting for us. It makes up 50,000 of that 70. So we only need to take out 20,000 per year from our portfolio. So using this calculator, we're going to put our starting investment balance of 500,000. We're going to be investing in a balanced portfolio in retirement. So we can reasonably expect a 4% rate of return. And remember that inflation, we got to increase that 20,000 of income per year by 2% so that we can make sure that we enjoy that same quality of life. So when we put those inputs in, you can see that our 500,000 is going to last us 34 years. Not too bad. You can see here that our portfolio is going to last us 34 years. And we can get a really nice breakdown of this down here just through scenario 1. Shows you your beginning balance on each year, your annual income. As you can see, it's increasing by 2% every year, and what the ending balance at the end of the year is going to be. So in this scenario here, our portfolio is going to last us a pretty good chunk of time here at 34 years. Now, for argument's sake, let's say we decide to splurge a little bit in retirement. Remember, CPP, OAS, and our work pensions are doing a lot of heavy lifting. So let's say we want to take $25,000 out per year. Same rate of return, 4%, same inflation. Look at what an extra $5,000 a year does. It knocks the length of our portfolio down by 8 years. So something to really consider when we're doing some retirement planning around how far and how long our money will last. In this example, for the money to last a comfortable number of years, we'd probably recommend 3 ways to stretch it a little bit further. Number one, you can always consider delaying retirement a few years to increase your portfolio size. Number two, really try and stick to that 20,000 per year. As you can see from that example, 5,000 a year extra can really make a dent in those years. And the other one is during our working years where we're building that portfolio, if we're a relatively conservative investor, with some context, and if you're comfortable, you can always look to increase some stock risk during those accumulation years to hopefully shoot for higher potential returns and a larger portfolio to start with in retirement. To summarize, it's never too early to start thinking about what life may look like in retirement. By living your life today, enjoying family, friends, and hobbies, and how much those cost, we can get a nice glimpse into how retirement will look, what it will cost, and how long our money will last. We used a pretty simple example today to illustrate this calculator. So if you want to run through your specific scenario with us in more, feel free to reach out. We'd love to help. By living your life today, enjoying family, friends, hobbies, and understanding how much those cost, we can get a pretty good glimpse into what retirement will look like, feel like, cost, and ultimately how long your money will last. We used a pretty simple example to illustrate this calculator today. So if you want to dive into more details about your specific situation, we'd love to help out. So please get in touch. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great content on all things investing and personal finance.